If you're an ADA holder, you know one very important thing: Cardano smart contracts are on the way via the Alonzo hard fork, and it's coming very quick. The countdown has truly begun. In this video, I want to break down what that countdown looks like when we're zoomed out and we're looking at ADA on the charts. What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in. It really means a lot. We're trying to get to that 300,000 subscriber mark. Let's jump into the Cardano video. This is kind of my more fun chart to look at. This is the type of stuff I really like talking about. And I want to break it down. Before we do, I want to set the tone here by let's look at something. Smart money should follow as Cardano moves into smart contracts. This is from June 15th. This is like a few weeks ago. But real quick, what does Alonzo do for Cardano? The rollout, and you might be familiar, 30, 60, 90-day plan that begins with Alonzo Blue, transitions to Alonzo White, finishes with Alonzo Purple. The expected finish date is September 2021. Smart contracts are going to be an absolute game changer, not only in just the tech, in just bringing just this DeFi explosion to the Cardano ecosystem, but also I think from a market sentiment standpoint, I just think it's going to quiet a lot of the haters out there. I really do. I think it's going to. I'd be very surprised if it doesn't. But there's so much revolving around this news, revolving around this event, and it's coming down the pipeline pretty quickly. So smart money definitely. And this was actually the middle of June, and we know what just happened. ADA, Grayscale, smart money is coming. Big money coming. Institutional money is on the way, everybody. And I think it's just getting started. And not only did they add ADA, but ADA's on the weighted average of all of their funds, ADA is number 3. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano. So really big stuff happening. And this is the chart. This is that weekly chart. And you might have seen me. And this is a little bit more particular. And this is why I want to do this video, to really break this down. You might have seen a lot of my videos. I start with this chart, and there's kind of like this big square here. And then there's a big square here. And then there was, for some time, a big square here. Basically, what I've been tracking personally over the course of, really the last year, as I started these Cardano videos very regularly, is the story that's unfolding. And I just saw such opportunity within this story, which is why I bought a lot of Cardano. I became very bullish on Cardano. I've been covering Cardano. This is why, because the market share that is up for grabs for Cardano is it's still sitting there, right? And we've gone from just pennies down here to, at one point, $2.50, and smart contracts on the way. There's still so much upside, and what is illustrated here. You know, a $15, $500 billion market cap Cardano, $1 trillion market cap in the future. I'm not saying this is short-term future, but let's break down what's happening here. So, in regards to the storyline that's played out, it is the Shelley hard fork, the end of July, right? What happened going into that is kind of this theme is what we've been tracking on the weekly. The Mary hard fork, and this was in March, right here. What happened going into that hard fork? And then now we have smart contracts. Now, interestingly enough, I noticed something on the charts I wanted to discuss that is kind of surrounding this storyline, this theme that I've been watching. If you notice right now, Cardano, we've been talking about a lot, the 20-week moving average here, this green line. Cardano's consolidated into that green line. Very normal on any crypto chart. It's what you want to see, even in uptrends, right? And this is a very long consolidation with a swing high of $2.50, a swing low to like 90 cents. But notice how Cardano did the same thing post Shelley hard fork, right? And we've talked about this before. But what I want to point out is this. Check this out. When Cardano leading into the Shelley hard fork actually separated from the 20-week moving average, it was around 63 days prior, right? So there's a 63-day window where Cardano actually just made a move away from the 20-week and just saw this uptrend into the hard fork. And interestingly enough, Cardano consolidating after that hard fork all along the 20-week moving average, sorry. This blast of separation, again, 63 days before the hard fork that occurred in March, the Mary hard fork. And this is why I wanted to do this. This is kind of why I put high alert in the title of this video. And this isn't to hype you up. This isn't to just give you this exact, this is definitely going to play out this way. This is extremely speculative. And I probably should have just started this video by saying that. This is very speculative. I'll put it in the timestamps below. But just check this out. So we know in September smart contracts. Let's just throw it up in the air mid-September for the sake of this video. 63 days from mid-September will basically be next week, right? This 63-day window, and it's very interesting to me. And it doesn't have to be exact, right? These windows are very similar, of course, but I've been just talking about the consolidation after Mary Hard Fork, just letting it happen, and then this run up going into smart contracts. And I wanted to dig into like, well, time wise, what could that look like, right? And this is like some historical data that we have with previous hard forks over the last year or so, and we can see, especially if crypto markets get this boost to the upside finally. I mean, Bitcoin is just consolidating like crazy for months. If crypto markets in general continue in this bull market, the case for Cardano to enter this phase, this block here over the next, what is it, 7 weeks or so. And there's no exact date where smart contracts are going to go live, right? But we get this speculative timeline. And that is to say, September area, and this separation from the 20-week moving average, could it be getting ready to happen right now? And that's something that I'm extremely aware of right now in the charts. On the flip side, I'm very aware of the fact that the 20-week moving average is just generally very important, right? We know there's downside scenarios. We've talked about it a lot in that 50, 70 cent range for Cardano. But just keep in mind, we've had these swing lows below the 20-week moving average. Here's one in June. Here's one back in May. So even if Cardano breaks through to the downside again, and we're testing the dollar area, you want to be mindful and ready for that. But that doesn't mean this is completely out of the question. But really, over the next couple of weeks, we would want to see Cardano get some separation to the upside of the 20-week moving average. If it doesn't, we can use that as kind of some bearish data, right? If we start getting separation to the downside of the 20-week moving average, it's what we've been waiting for. It just hasn't happened yet. And we're going to continue tracking that. Right now, it's just so close. Cardano is literally just above the 20-week moving average. We're at $1.42 right now. 20-week moving average is like $1.38. And so it's extremely tight right now, but look at this. We're leading into this phase, a very similar phase that we had in these previous pre-hard forks, right? Shelly hard fork back here, Mary hard fork back here, and now we have Alonzo coming up. Going to be really cool to see how this plays out. I want to give you a bit of TA on the short term. There's a lot going on. Cardano above $1.40. This is on the A to BTC pair, just consolidating. Very interesting on this daily chart because we are hugging this 50-day moving average. I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano comes down a little bit against the BTC pair. Maybe BTC takes off first before Cardano. That could bring Cardano down to the 20-day moving average. Little consolidation here. A higher low, right? So boom, higher low here maybe. Very speculative, but I'm just tracking this larger consolidation because, again, if this is the case, Cardano's getting ready to make a really big move on the USD pair because of smart contracts, potentially outperforming cryptos in general. We could see a blast off, maybe up to 50% gains on the BTC pair here. Something to just be mindful of. I'm not saying this is a guarantee, everybody. That's not the purpose of this. This is definitely more bullish speculation in this video, but please be prepared for every scenario. Be prepared for that downside. Let's go to the 6 hour because really there's just so much going on. It's absolutely ridiculous. Real quick on the daily, I have this up still from one of the last videos I did. The 50-day moving average, I guess this was, when was this? So this is a daily chart. So 50-day moving average, July 5th, right? And this candle right here, getting a little bit of rejection just below it. Notice how the 50-day moving average was just at $1.52. Now, 50-day moving average, $1.48. The reason that's important is because on this chart, we're going to need to adjust some things. This is our resistance chart. Cardano's just in the eye of the storm right now. 50-day moving average, I had $1.55 the last time I did this 6 hour chart. Now, as I just mentioned, it's $1.48. So check this out. I want to do this real quick while I'm doing this video. This block of resistance, the 50-day moving average to $1.50, now looks like this, $1.48 to $1.50, right? So we can kind of pull that down a little bit. There's that resistance area. And check this out. Cardano on this 6-hour chart, July 4th, wicking right into this area very briefly. And right now we're in a very, very key resistance area. I mean, we're in a bunch of different resistance areas, but we have this main one. It's a lower high Fibonacci. It's a swing high to that swing low that we had capitulation to like just below $1. And we have this Fibonacci resistance right here. So this is a channel Cardano is in. This is a bullish confirmation breakout area. $1.48 is the 786 of that Fibonacci, that lower high Fibonacci. Perfectly confluent right now with the 50-day moving average. 50-day moving average and that 786 line right here at $1.48. That's the area to break right now in the short term. Cardano at $1.42 right now. What will happen? It's a 6-cent move to the upside. Price range wise, we're looking at just a 4.5% move for Cardano to test that area. But we know we want to see separation at least 5 to 10% above that area to turn this momentum around, really start breaking some of this resistance, because those are those resistance areas to the 50-day moving average, the $1.50 area, right? So $1.48 to $1.50. But we also have 2018 all-time high, $1.33. We're just above that finally. So we're slowly seeing some progression as ADA kind of makes its move to the upside. But time will tell what happens on the short term. We have to continue tracking this. One thing to note is there is kind of this average area of resistance right here, right around $1.40. And we do have these higher lows. We have an ascending triangle really in play. Cardano kind of making a little bit of a break and grappling with that upper trend line area of the ascending triangle. This could be just the case for Cardano to make that move to the $1.70 to the $1.90 area to the upside. This could be the next move for Cardano. We're going to continue tracking it. Let's see if Cardano can just at least just start getting out of this resistance, because it's in the eye of the storm right now. Everybody, those are my thoughts. I appreciate all of you cruising by. If you appreciate this content, I appreciate you delegating your ADA with our stake pool CCV3 as we grow this. And look at all the Cardano just being added. People are accumulating Cardano, everybody. So many new wallets coming to Cardano Network. It's absolutely awesome. So I appreciate all of your support as we grow all of this stuff at Crypto Capital Venture. Let's see what Cardano does. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.